What's going on, guys? Welcome to your 27th Java tutorial with me, Travis, and we're going to finally talk about our last modifier, the final modifier. So it's nice, it's touching, it goes together, and that's what we're going to talk about. Now there are a few other modifiers, but we aren't going to talk about them until we actually need them, because I don't want to say you rarely use the other ones, but it's not as you won't see them as often as these modifiers that we've talked about so far. So we're going to create a final integer, call this integer number. We're going to set this equal to 21 and be like, bam, we are setting up our final integer. And then what we're going to do is we're going to try and change that integer. We're going to set number now equal to be like 200, and when we do this, it's going to be like, hey man, this number is supposed to be final. You can't change it if you set it equal to be final. That's stupid. So basically all final allows us to do is be like, hey, this is the number I want, and that's final. I don't care if you try and change it. I'm just going to give you an error and it's going to mess up your whole program. So go for it if you want to try, but if you establish this variable as final, it's going to be final. And then the last thing I want to show you guys is something else you'll see a lot in Java programming, the final static sandwich. And what the final static sandwich is, kind of what it sounds like. We're going to do final static. Let's do a string. We give integers too much credit, too much street credit. It's kind of crazy. We're going to call this like database name or something. And we're going to set this equal to be like bam 1 2 3 4 rule. And it's giving us an error right now because I believe it's in our main method. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this, we're going to paste it above here. Basically, the reason I did that is because this is what the compiler looks for, and if we want to set up like a final static variable, we want to set it up within for the actual class itself, because again we're working with a static variable, so it kind of is for the whole class in its entirety. And then the final modifier says, hey, we can't change this, and you'll see this a lot, this final stack. Whether it be a string or integer, when you work with like databases. And the thing that you want to realize, or kind of like the grammar of programming for Java, is when you do this final stack, it's basically like a constant. It's never going to change. For example, if we have a database name or something that's super long, or some kind of something that's super long, and you just want to refer to it as like database name, it's a good way to do a constant. We can also do like final static for like a game or something. We can say integer gravity, because gravity is not going to change. We're going to set this equal to be like 9.81, and there we go. Gravity is not going to change now. Oops, shouldn't be an int. What am I doing? We're going to do like a double here, and these are going to be constants. They're never going to change. So when you see this final stack, it's going to be just, always the same forever, pretty much. And also you'll notice when you label these variable types, it's all uppercase. For like constant variables, they're all going to be uppercase. So that's a pretty short tutorial, but that's the final modifier. Again, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you have a good one, and I hope you rule too. Bam! 1 2 3.